Testing, testing. I forgot to plug my mic in, so hopefully it's working. I plugged it in after I actually started, so you need to be careful. Yeah, let's get this going, and hopefully it works this time. So hey guys, welcome back to the Undertale. So I already started trying to stream this about an hour ago, but what ended up happening, I'm gonna do an explanation before I actually start streaming. But there's been some rain today, and it was causing me to have some buffering issues on the stream. I just kept disconnecting, reconnecting, so I waited about an hour to start the stream again. And if it does it again, we're just gonna cancel it and do this tomorrow. We're not gonna use any saves for a minute. Oh, and I forgot my chat. It's using the chat from the previous stream attempt. But yeah. So if it has any issues today, we're gonna fortunately gonna find out the hard way. But just give me one moment. This is a stream, so I think this will happen. I was really excited to stream today because I wanted to. I finally finished. So if it has any issues today, beating Undying, I finally beat Undying, and I was excited to actually be able to go around, walk around, do things, because I was trapped in that Undying fight, and the only place I could go to was back to the shop when I need to, or the chest. I was stuck in that fight for so long, and now I'm free out of here. So now we should be able to go. Hopefully it works. It did say an 83% chance of rain at this time where I'm at. So it's probably gonna rain again, but I really want to stream. Just let me stream. But waited one more hour, there's like a 53 chance or something like that. 53% chance. So we got the lab over here. We did save. I do want to be careful about the saving right now, because if anything happens, I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter if I started from a different spot. I just enjoy it continuing from the last spot of the last stream, right where I ended. I like to be right where I was when I started. But if it doesn't end up that way because of this, whatever. It's not a huge deal. As long as I don't do any story things, we're okay. Or get out of Hotland or anything like that, because I don't want you guys to miss too much. But just getting to that next save point wouldn't have been a big loss. Okay. We already fought you, but we had to restart the stream, so it isn't too hard anyway. So I know we need to go this way, but if we don't want to go too far. Because I do not want to go past Hotland, because we'll mess up Genocide if we do that. Of course, we can just go back to the save if that happens. And we should be fine. Okay, so we got the stupid plane again. Get out of here. I don't like you. Get out of here. Hey, this is like the weather right now for me. There's no thunderstorm or anything. It's actually just like light rain. Like, it's just a little bit of rain. But that's apparently enough to mess up my stream. So, and I did mention this on my previous stream attempt. But since I had to restart, I guess I'll just mention it. But the power went out last night. So that was a big concern for me. And I was already worried about it. Because I was like, if that happens again, I'm kind of ruined on the stream. And I need to go back. Because I need to get this. Whatever this is. So I got the burnt pan. I don't remember what this does. So we'll go info. Women at 10% damage rather consistent. Okay. With the burnt pan. So we can't actually go anywhere over that way. So we're going to go back up this way. And sorry guys for the delayed stream. It's just the weather, and it was unavoidable, and there was nothing I could do. It was completely out of my control, but I waited an hour. Used to be okay so far, but we'll see how long that actually lasts. Hopefully it lasts, because I really want to stream this today, and we were going to stream something else tomorrow. I don't know what I'm streaming yet. I don't think I'm going to stream Mario Maker 2 again, because I did do that last week. I was kind of slowing down streams on that for a bit, because I honestly think I streamed it too much. But tomorrow I'm maybe thinking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, since Mario Kart World is coming out soon. I just want to stream that before a few times before that's added. Before that comes out. Okay. So here, if it makes us leave Hotland, because I don't remember if it actually does, and we won't have to fight anyone here because I guess he's too scared because he probably doesn't want to die. I mean, before on Pacifist and Neutral, he probably thought he could beat me, and he didn't think I would actually try to kill him. Especially on Pacifist, he's like, oh, he's not going to try to kill me. But fortunately for him, I did. So this just looped around back to where I was. A lot of the beginning of this episode will probably just be walking around for a minute and trying to figure out where I'm actually supposed to go. I just need to remember which floor. Maybe if I need my notes, I'll write down which floors I went in already. But that's only if I actually think it's necessary. So that music is playing, which implies that everyone is dead in the area, which I don't think is quite right. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Oh, well. And I think up here is just a puzzle, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. I've done this enough times where I'm starting to remember that. Alright. So, I think there might be another one over here, too. No, this is just the door to the next area. So this is where we fought the boss. What reason did we go all the way back there for? I actually do not remember at all. Why did we go back to the beginning of Hotland? So we fought her already, I remember. She died pretty quickly. And then this leads... we just need to be careful about how far we go out. Because... we don't want to go back to the town yet. Back here yet. We're not ready for that place yet. So, there are so many enemies today. The main thing is going to be fighting enemies. And it might be a little bit of a boring episode for you guys to watch, but it might be a little boring for you guys. But that's just the way that's going to be. Okay. But this is going to be the main thing, fighting all the enemies. Fighting all the enemies. So... let's just keep checking floors. So I think we did these three. Let's check the right floors. If that doesn't work, we're just going to be fighting enemies, this whole time. So this goes back there, which I don't think I want to do this. No. Let's go to right floor 2 then. Because this is not what I actually want to do. Right floor 2, please. Right floor 2. And we could try right floor 3 if this doesn't work. I know we're supposed to be at the city next, but we're going to avoid that now. See, I already went this way. See, this is the thing. I should have wrote them all down. Maybe we'll start at left floor 1 again, and then we'll start writing them down. Just to make sure we go in every single one when we go back here. Okay. So let me write. Let's go to left floor 1. Left floor 1. And then I'm going to pull up my notes. A new note. So I don't have an Undertale 1 because I've actually never done this with Undertale. Undertale. So we're going to put left 1. Okay. I'll put floor because I don't want it to confuse me. Floor. Just, gosh. Floor 1. Okay, left floor 1. So everybody is still obviously dead. This is the very beginning of Hotland, actually. That's right where the waterfall is. And this is where the lab is. We do not want to actually go all the way back here. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe I can look in the lab and see if there's anything here. I don't get to meet Alphys this time because Alphys has fled. So she does not want to be my friend because I'm killing everybody. Just here to complete the look. Why is making a hole completing the look? So I don't think there's anything here. We'll check the other room over there one more time just to be absolutely safe. I wish I could run. We could do Deltarune this week too. We're gonna gotta kind of go back to streaming this like once or twice a week for now until we get to that next boss that they said was even harder, which I know now is probably Sans. I was thinking at first it was Asgore, but they said that Sans is even harder, which I didn't want to know that I could even fight Sans. I would have liked that to be a surprise, but you know what? Whatever. We're on a streaming channel, and this is a public thing. Like, spoilers can happen, especially when you have, like, a small channel. When you, like, bigger channels, they can, and huge streaming channels, big streaming YouTubers or whatever, they have a lot of commenters, so they'll miss a lot of comments. But in my case, my channel is pretty small, so yeah, my channel's pretty small, so I'll pretty much see every comment. Very rarely do I miss. I usually miss one for a few seconds or whatever, and then I realized I forgot. I didn't notice, but yeah, that doesn't happen super often. So this one goes to the area with all this, just the spider webs. This one we actually might want to be in because we can find enemies here. I'm just looking for a place to find the most enemies, and this might be a good place to do that. And I know that one just goes to a puzzle, so we do not want to go that way. We actually want to go back down. Today's episode is going to be a lot of wandering around. This is how Genocide's going to go. Because we're going to be trying to obviously get all the enemies. I say enemies. The way this game works, some of them I don't consider aren't actually really enemies. You're just killing them. Hold on. Wait, if I click on that, does that actually have anything that actually happens? If I click on this cactus over here. Saw the smell of flowers. Okay, it doesn't actually do anything. So when I start to smell of flowers on something, it's automatically making me move. So you just like... Maybe that's a joke. I don't know. Okay, this way. So we just need to try and fight all the enemies. We have 32 still, so we need to get into an area. We're going to be fighting a lot of them, and I think this would be it. So we went to level floor 3. I don't know. At this point, I'm getting kind of, because I didn't run into anything there. I thought... I guess I missed... I'm not quite understanding what I'm missing here. So I think that one goes back up to the Mettaton area. This little town. We're just going floor to floor here. So we'll go right floor 1. Then I'll right floor. Just so I know I've been into which floors I've been into. So I don't need to go back. Here might be a good place to fight some guys. Someone told me last stream where I'd find the most, but I don't remember where he said it was. So I'm just trying to figure that out right now. As far as I can see right now, it's just not working. Okay, so this one, yeah, this one right here, we do not want to go back. I'm gonna put like a little X, just so we know not to come back, because this one will not lead me anywhere. And then we're gonna go to right floor 2. Right floor 2. Okay, so that one's not gonna work either. So I'm putting that on that one, and then we're going to right floor 3. Oops, I spelled it wrong. It doesn't really matter, but it's still gonna annoy me. I think I'm typing out an essay and no one else is gonna see it. But today's episode is just kind of wandering around. I think I'm gonna go back to left floor 1. because I think that was the beginning area. So let's go back to White 4-1 and walk around there until we run into someone. I'm actually struggling with this a lot more than I expected. Maybe it'll just have to be a longer episode. We did start a stream really late today, though. That's the thing, because of the weather. So this one might have to be shorter no matter what. I do have all day, but there's a certain point, like afternoon, I just don't. When it gets to like noon, I just don't like to stream at that point. So, so left floor 1 is not really working for me. Which one is it? We're gonna put an X on left floor 1, just so I can say do not go back there. Okay, left floor 2, do not go back. And then it go left floor 3. I'm just narrowing it down. I think left floor 3 might be our best bet. This might be my best one. This one right here, I think might be the one. Maybe. Maybe. See, the thing about this one, it's the one with the puzzle. I'm so lost right now, it's not even funny. Like I'm very confused. Because this goes back to here once again. You definitely don't need to save every time either. We still have like 32 enemies. We need to pick this up and hopefully get this done as much as we can today. Because we are currently ending up in places I do not want to end up yet. Okay, so we're just gonna walk around a little bit. We'll bring my clock, my timer up, whatever it is. I just got so many things up right now that I need on screen. I'm gonna shrink my chat real quick, just a little bit, so I can fit this. Okay, so we'll restart that, and we'll walk around for 1 minute, because that's what I've told to do when I started Genocide. Walk around in a minute for room, and if I don't see one for a whole minute, then I can move on. That's the way we're playing this. So far, I don't think there is going to be anyone as far as I can see, but I really don't think there is going to be anyone. Ah, darn it, I messed it up. Well, I don't think there's actually anyone anyways. So this one goes back where exactly? And we're not running into like any enemies. Which is becoming a bit of a problem. And I'm definitely worried about that. So far, left 4-3 and right 4-3, the only ones I don't have X'd off. We can go back to those other floors anyways. Just kind of see. We don't want to go back there. So we are on right floor 3. I thought we were on left floor 3 for some reason. We're going to go in the elevator and go to left floor 3. I'm struggling right now. Let me do a little Google. Undertale. Genocide. Display. I'm just going to put enemies. Hotland. The whole entire second floor. While moving about the core, just go through all the random branches and then backtrack. Undertale core location. Accessible subsection of Hotland. Wait a minute. Let me just verify Undertale. MTT Resort. Wait. Part of Hotland. We're not going to save once we go in there, though. Okay, it says it's directly connected to the core. So I guess we can actually go there. Maybe that's where we actually are supposed to go. We're not going to save, though. I didn't realize, guys. I'm sorry. The music. Stake in the shape of Mettaton's face. Heals 60 HP. Would that actually be worth it? Because that actually does a lot. Attack him in battle. He's so weird. So this is part of what I'm looking for. It says part of Hotland. I don't know. I'm kind of confused right now because this doesn't seem quite right. And I'm not going to save because I do not, absolutely do not want my this messed up. Wait a minute. Actually, we can check. We can use the save. Just got to be careful. It still says 32 left. If we go in here and it says 32 left, we're good. So let's head our way back in here real quick. And if it doesn't, hopefully we haven't messed it up. But so I know there's going to be obviously save points in here. Everyone is just gone and everyone's just dead. I always like the music in this area. It sounds super cool, but that is not what we're here for today. You're not saved if it does not say 32 left. And if it does not, we're going to be careful. Okay. So where are the enemies going to be? So I think this is the core, which is part of Hotland, which I didn't know. I don't think I knew that. I thought it was his own, like, complete area, like, separate from that. But I guess it is part of Hotland. So we got 2 enemies here. Alright, at least I know now. The music is a little different. It's a little slower. That's probably because we're killing everybody, so it changes that. The way this game works with that kind of stuff, it's always super cool. Oh, I wish I didn't have to start streaming later. That was really unfortunate. Sorry, guys. That was not in my control. So we got 2 more enemies here. They're trying to stop me. They're the real heroes, not me. I'm killing... Well, of course not. Not on this playthrough. I should have put no spoilers around on my... on the video itself before. Oh well. Hey. I don't want to use the healing item on these guys. I really don't. And I guess I forgot which one the core was because I thought... Even on the last episode, you guys, if you guys go back and watch, you'll see me go up to the MTT's resort and be like, I don't want to go up here because... No! Okay, so now we have to go back. I didn't mean to click on that. This is why I need to save, but at least I know now. We would have messed it up. I'm not here to spare you. Okay, so now I have to go all the way back. So, was it right 4-3 or was it? It was either right 4-3 or left 4-3. There's only two that I've written down that I can't go to. So it's one of these two that goes straight to MTT Resort. This is just verified. This is right 4-3. I forgot. Of course I did. But okay, so I'm gonna put MTT Resort on that. So if that happens again, I can go back. Well, we're gonna have to fight those other enemies that were up here again. Okay. We should be okay now. I just had to really load the game because I accidentally spared him. Which was really stupid, not even gonna lie. I think I went left last time, so we'll just go back the exact way I went last time. It's interesting the way my comment section worked. Last time I streamed this, because I was fighting Undying the Undying, that fight right there, I think more people were interested in watching that. And I did start streaming later today, so unfortunately that's just the way it's just gonna go, because it's not something I could control, so... Yeah, I was thinking this area is completely separate, so I thought if I went in here, I'd be completely messed up on the Hotland part of Genocide, and my Genocide playthrough would be done. That's why I avoided this spot. Hey, welcome to the stream. So, as you can see, we're on Genocide mode, and I'm in the core right now, looking for the rest of the characters. We have 32 enemies remaining. I had to, I accidentally spared one, so I have to restart this section. I had to reload the game before it was too late. Of course, it wouldn't matter unless I saved, but... I've never been on Genocide neither. It's funny seeing a lot of people like in my chats because they like have been playing this since the game came out, whatever. And I was brand new to this game at the end of last year when I started streaming this. So it's been a long time since I started streaming this now. It's been like, I don't know, 5 months now, just about, because I think it was, no, almost 6 months, because I think I started it towards the end of November when I started streaming this for the first time. So watch the rest of it. You watched the rest of them? Well, I appreciate that. This is the 26th episode. Did you watch all 26 episodes? I do appreciate that. That would be insane, because there's a couple that are like 2 hours, and then most of them are about an hour each. So that's like more than a day's worth of content there. If you just watched all of them, it would take you more than a whole day. I appreciate it if you did. That would actually would be really awesome. But we're gonna have to use we'll just use the astronaut food. Oh, we actually need to go back to the shop. We might have just waited a healing item. It was long. Did you really watch all of them? Well, I do appreciate that then. If you actually did. It's actually insane if you did. But the last 5 episodes were very interesting, as you can see, because I was stuck fighting Undyne the whole time. I know that probably got boring after a while, but yeah, she was hard. She was hard. But this episode, I'm finally out of it, and I'm so glad. Because this was rough. This was rough. It's hard. Okay, we gotta go back to... Because we don't have any healing items right now. We gotta go back to the shop. At least the shopkeepers are still there. They didn't try to escape. Of course, I can't fight them, so... It doesn't matter for them. We could buy Star Fate. I'm wondering if this would actually be worth it. For later. Because it does say 60 HP. So if we got one of these, which is a ton of those, for a harder fight, and then we'll buy one of those. We have a lot, and we can all get it back. Wait a minute. We gotta go back here, and then we gotta go back to the chest over here. It's nice to actually be able to walk around instead of being stuck in a fight. Of course, it's gonna happen again, but we probably got a little while, so we'll put the legendary hears away, and the glam burger, we'll save those for later. No, not the box. And then we'll go back to the shop again, because I want to buy a couple of these. We'll be able to get our money back. I know there's a secret shop around, but I don't know if it's actually still here, because they might have fled. We can actually look around. I don't remember how exactly you get there, but I think you have to go in front of this building, and it's like over on a wall. It might be like here. I don't know if they're still here. Nobody came and stuff. Probably someone's house, lol. Cowboy hat. Wait, can we actually keep any of that stuff? I don't know if we actually can. Was that the secret shop? Because I could have sworn that might actually been it. We'll just check over here real quick. It seems like there was two characters like standing here. But of course they would have fled because they don't want to die. So they're probably gone. I can't believe we're on 26 episodes now. But we're finally past that one part, so which is great, which is fantastic. We're just gonna go back to the left way though, for now. And just continue fighting the enemies. I should say just the enemies. Because are they really enemies? I don't know. No spoilers, but we did Flowey. Flowey's the only real enemy, but that's most of the time. For anyone who's never played, I try not to spoil my channel. I mean, if you're watching this and you haven't beaten all of Undertale, that may not be a good idea for you. But, these are choices we have to live with. Reminds me that that movie Detective Pikachu. Pikachu's like, these are just choices, and I have I don't remember he says like after that he's like, I have to live with the consequences or something like that. I just always thought that was funny. These are just choices. Just a random thought. Okay, so we got another enemy here. We've got a lot of enemies left to deal with, so I'm sure you could find them all in the other main Hotland area, but it might take a long time. I understand what they meant last time because someone told me that. Just checking here real quick first. Mama, so you finally arrived. Wait, is this gonna count against genocide? After my first meeting, I realized something ghastly. You're not just a threat to monsters, but humanity as well. Oh my, that's just an issue. You see, I can't be a star without an audience. And besides, there's some people I want to protect. It's actually being a hero, haha, eager as always, eh? But don't touch that dial. There's something you haven't accounted for. As any true fan would know, I was first created as a human eradication robot. Oh wow, I didn't actually know that. It was only after becoming a star that I was given a more photogenic body. However, those original functions have never been fully removed. Come any closer and I'll be forced to show you. My true form! Fine then. Ready! It's showtime. Okay. We got another insane boss? And does this invalidate my... Okay, there's gonna be harder. Guess you should have worked more on the defenses. You have defeated me, but I know I can... From that strike, darling. You were holding back. Yes, Asker will fall easily to you, but you won't harm humanity, will you? You aren't absolutely evil. If you weren't trying to be, then you messed up. And so late into the show, too. At least now I can rest easy, knowing Alphas and the humans will live on. I literally killed everyone. Did I actually mess it up? I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be a hard fight, like, for sure. But no. I guess it's not. If this leads me out, we'll have to restart this. Where is this taking me? I need water. I need the water. Okay, we are gonna end up going back. Because I do not think that's part of Hotland. We need to go back to the save point real quick. Yeah, I was worried about that once I ran into him. When he said that. So we're actually gonna make my way back real quick. And we're not gonna save yet. If this is messed up, we're actually gonna go back and we're just gonna do that again later. Okay. So we got 27 left. Let's actually go to this floor. Alright, so we're just gonna have to fight more enemies in the area. Because that's the only thing I can do at this point. So, for the rest of the episode, we're probably going to be in here and maybe part of the next episode. Because we still have like 27 left and we needed to pick up the pace a little bit. I was a little slow at the start because I was sitting here trying to figure out how to, where to find all the enemies. And I actually was struggling, so. So, we're just going to have to walk around. That's the only thing I can do now. There's a glam burger in there, which I absolutely probably need for later. So we might have to go back real quick and go to the chest. Hopefully we can remember how I got there. I doubt it, but there's a free glam burger. Like, I'm going to take that because it refills a lot of HP. 40. And we'll just have to leave in my inventory because I don't want to go back to the chest again. There is a lot to do in this episode despite just walking around. That's what we're going to be doing. Alright, so we got to go back and we got to go to the chest. And we got to throw something in there if we've got room. You know, I want to try Toriel's phone. Yeah, no, Toriel's dead. We killed her a while ago. But I just want to see what happened. So we got... Is there anything in there we can toss? The spider cider, I'm kind of thinking... I'll have to drop one of these cinnamon bun astronaut food. We'll drop the astronaut food. And then I will... the spider cider and what is that? How much HP does the spider cider refill? 24 HP, that's a decent amount, but I need to drop something. So we're going to drop this. We got to get rid of that. And so then we got to go find that burger again. I forget what the name of it is. Glam burger. So I definitely need that for later purposes because... Yeah, I need as many as I can, because especially if I have Sans as the fight coming up. Anything that refills 40 HP or higher, I think it's going to be really important for me. And there's that one that refills 60 HP. Yeah, and yeah, you guys are probably like, if you haven't watched it before, you're probably like, but how would you know if you fought Sans after this? Well, I've never beat him before. Someone actually told me last episode and spoiled it for me, so it wasn't their fault. They didn't know, but that's why I put this thing on the bottom here. Just to kind of help prevent this happening again, that no spoilers or out text. So, am I actually going to be able to find it again? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, so I took the glam burger. I've taken it. We need to walk around again. Maybe I could save again before I leave the area and just and go back to that area that was the gray area again. We'll save again real quick. So we still have 27 enemies in the area. So if we go back here and then we go to a save point up here, we would be able to see if it actually still counts as Hotland. Because at that point, I do doubt it. I thought I was going to have another insane fight on my hands, but no, I did not. Hotland core end. Okay, so this is the end of the core. So this is still part of the core. We just gotta verify, make sure. We're probably gonna run into sand soon, which is very concerning. Oh, I bet any moment now. We're probably super close. Which is what I'm obviously trying to avoid right now, because I'm actually not ready for that. Okay. So, we're gonna close this and actually go back to the save point where we're actually at. Because I am a little worried about it and I do not want to absolutely mess this up. No way am I going to allow that to happen. So. Alrighty, go back. I still might have to make this a bit of a longer stream. Maybe a little longer. Maybe we'll go like an hour 30 or something. We just need to do as much of this as I can. If you guys think that I should, if that's part of Hotland, I'm still okay to be in that area. I guess I can, but stay in the area. But we're gonna do the timer again, and do it in each room. And I hope I didn't already mess up genocide by actually going in there. If I did, I'm gonna be in trouble. And if I do mess it up at any point, I will just end the series because I'm not gonna redo it. I'm not gonna restart from the beginning again. Especially with the undone fight, I'm not willing to go through all that again. So we're checking the rooms. Let me actually after this timer runs out, I've got to turn my fan on because it's super hot in here. There's a certain point where I think I'm just not going to run into anyone. And I'm worried about running into sands in the Hotland area. Okay, so I accidentally went in the room. I always do that, but let me turn my fan on because it is hot here. It's even like raining outside and probably cold. I haven't been out there yet, but it's probably freaking freezing still. So stop that, and then we got to reload it. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be cold outside for me right now, which is why I had my stream issue earlier today. Okay, so we'll check this room. It did say Hotland End, so I think that is still part of Hotland. And I don't think I ever realized that. I guess I should have paid attention. But I am too worried about messing up genocide by not completing everything here. So we're just walking around checking all the rooms. It did say Hotland End, so I do think it's still part of Hotland, but so I think we're fine. But if I'm not, it is what it is. I should have just reloaded before the Mettaton fight. The Mettaton fight, that was like nothing. Okay, so I did go for a full minute, but I don't think there's anyone in there. And I honestly don't think this room will have anyone in either. I'm not finding like anyone, and it's becoming a problem. And I'm kind of at a loss of what to do here. because I'm kind of a sticky situation. And maybe we'll go back to the original Hotland area, see if we can find any enemies there again, just go through one more time. But I am worried about this going into that area, so I guess I can try to make my way back. Let's go back up this way real quick first. Oh boy, I always think this area is cool and it's fun to walk around in, but eventually I'm not going to want to be here anymore. Does that actually do anything? Because we don't have any puzzles or anything. I want to get to this so I can get to the next spot, maybe fight Sans. I'm not ready for that yet, and we're going to have to do that this quickly, which I think we're going to have to do. This might be my only episode of like actual freedom where I can walk around before we had to do another fight. And I didn't think it was going to be that quickly, but it actually might be. And maybe you don't fight Asgore at all. Maybe Asgore is helping everybody flee. Maybe you won't fight him at all. And maybe Sans is the only one trying to kill you. Because he probably doesn't want the humans dead either, I would imagine. Because if I'm doing this, what else would I be willing to do? My character. And he did say I was going to have a bad time. So I'm probably going to have a terrible time fighting him. Which would not be fun at all. Maybe we will go back and let's do another quick save though, real quick. Just to be absolutely safe, let's just do another quick save. Since there's 27 enemies left, and we go up there, we got to check the save. If we run into anything, it does say it's part of Hotland. I'm still worried about it. I'm still worried about it. I'm going to try not to die because I do not want to mess this up. And I'm going to try to avoid saving up past this way. Because I really would not rather mess it up. It does say it's part of Hotland, so we might be okay. Once you get to the area, which is past here where Asgore usually is, it says the elevator is in use. And I don't know who would be in use by. Unless I'm being followed, which is kind of creepy. To be fair, my character definitely deserves it at this point. We're going to end up in the area where that Toriel house is. I don't know if it's actually Toriel's house. It's actually identical minus the color, so that's why I think it is. Like, it's the same. So, does it still say... Yeah, so this is not part of it. So we gotta go back and we gotta reload. This say Hotland end. So I know what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna go back to the original Hotland area. We're gonna go back let's see. So we're gonna go back down to the regular Hotland area and see if we can fight any more enemies down that way. So we only have 2 floors that I'm actually gonna be walking around there in probably. We could check all of them again just to be safe, but left floor 3 and right floor 3. The right floor 3 is the one that you go to right before you enter here, so I can look around here first. But for now, we're just gonna do this. So. And we're probably gonna stream. I'm thinking on Wednesday or tomorrow we're gonna stream something else. So I'm kind of thinking it's Mario Kart. I'm not for sure if I'm actually gonna do it. Maybe I'll change my mind. So that's not for certain. But then on Wednesday, I'm kind of thinking maybe streaming Deltarune because I need to continue that. And maybe Thursday we'll stream this again. That's the plan. But tomorrow is not completely decided yet. I don't think I actually went in this spot yet, did I? I don't think I did on this episode, so we can look around. TV show feeding your Mettaton. Hey, the TV show shouldn't be active right now because he doesn't have anybody to watch it. Whatever, it's a game. I shouldn't question logic. We could check all the rooms, though. Did we check all the rooms? No answer. Lock from the inside. Can you actually not actually go in any of them? Okay. Okay, no more messing around. We gotta go back. I mean, I guess if we mess up genocide, we could still finish it just because, Stoltz 5. Well, there's no one here to stop it. Hey, this is Caddy. If you're reading this, then, like, bad news, mega evil weirdo. Alva just came here and she's taking us someplace super safe. First, we gotta use up all these gel pens. Yeah. Gel office, we don't want to waste pens. Think about stealing our stuff. And if you believe our junk alone. Caddy, it's not junk, it's actually really valuable. Anyway, it's in closing, you're a total loser. Yeah, loser. Signed, Caddy, signed, Brady. Okay. Can we actually have that? Let's see if I actually drop something out of my inventory. Let's do a quick save in here. Before we actually go back to the main Hotland area. Let's do a quick save in there and then drop something out of my inventory. I don't care what it is because we're just testing. Dropping an item and we can reload. Wait, we can actually take that. Empty gun, junk food. Bullets not included, so you just smack him with it? Attack up when warned. The Starfates aren't as good and we can buy them out. We're deep spend money on them, but I need, this is becoming a problem. So if we actually take the cowboy hat and equip it, does it actually put it on my head? That's lame. Why? Why would you do that to me? Wait, the chest real quick. Chest. Oh, wait a minute. Instant noodles, so if, so we don't actually have a ton of healing items in inventory now, which could be a problem. Let me re-equip the ballet shoes because I actually like using those. And then we'll put, we'll save the glam burger for later. And then we'll go buy another. I keep doing this, but I wanted to go back, but I keep finding stuff. We don't have too much longer in the episode, probably. But real quick, what was I going to do now? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I wanted to use a mystery. That's what I was going to do. I was going to use a mystery key and actually see if it opens any of these doors. If it doesn't, we're going to have to... I might put it away or drop it. Maybe I'll just look it up because I don't want to Undertale. Mystery key. House in Hotland and reuse the story. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Well, I just did a big spoiler. We're actually gonna go back now. See, I should have looked it up, and I was gonna go back here anyway. Okay, so right floor 3 is where we are, and that's where I want to stay for a minute, just to make sure there's no enemies in the area. Hey, while we're here, whoops, I didn't mean to edit that. I want to start it. Just to make sure there's no enemies in the area, we'll do the minute walk thing that someone told me to do when we started genocide. I don't think there's anyone in here, but at this point, I'm checking everywhere, because I can't find any more enemies. That's what I'm struggling with. And if I still got 27 left, I'm going to need some tips on how to actually find them. Because I'm actually struggling right now. Quite a lot. Yeah, I don't, if I think that's actually not, maybe I don't need to go for a full minute every time, because after a certain point, I just don't think anything's gonna happen. I want to see the story of what that meant. So apparently there's a secret house somewhere. We got it for free, so I'm assuming it still is going to allow me to actually do it. Okay, let's check left floor 3. I think left floor 1 we did block off because I don't remember the exact reason, but I think we can still walk around in there. So we'll check that one over. We're gonna have to check all the floors. Okay, so this one goes back to the area where the spider lady was. Will Undertale Hotland houses locations. House lab, True lab, and the core. I kind of wonder. Okay, wait. Let's go back to left 4-1 because I wonder if it's actually in Alphys's lab, because that's where the Mettaton was actually created, was in Alphys's lab. I believe, obviously, because she made him, so that's where he would have been. So we're going back to left 4-1, and we're gonna check Alphys's lab because I think that's where it is. Real quick. I don't want to spoil too much, so we're gonna try to find that key. So it's not gonna open that. Check up here real quick. I forgot about that, so we're just looking around. This episode is a lot of looking around because we're trying to get all the enemies and stuff. There's no way that's there to just completely look. I think there's more to it than that. It says a house in Hotland, but I don't see where that would be. See, we can walk around here, and I don't think there's any more enemies. This is what I'm struggling with right now, and it might hamper me on the next episode too. And I don't want to be just stuck walking around, and I may need some help, or I'm gonna have to look it up. See, we still have a lot of enemies left, which is obviously a bit of a big problem. Because what do? I always think these are paths. They look like somewhere you'd actually be able to walk on, but they're just background decoration. I'm trying to find the way I'm supposed to go. These are just puzzle rooms, which we can actually use on genocide. Yeah, so I don't think these are it, but I'm just looking anyway, just to be absolutely safe. Because I'm trying to figure out where the Mettaton thing is. The fact that I can get it for free, I mean, might tell me something. So this is the house. This is a house. Gosh. There may be a locked door in here. I don't know. Go to the table. This is more like a prop. I don't think it's an actual like house. It's more like a prop for his set. So you can see that back there. Okay, so we're gonna take left 4-3, take the X off left 4-1, I mean. So I think left floor, I'm just gonna keep that for ones that I cannot go into at all. Maybe we'll go back to left 4-1. This is the very beginning area, I believe. Okay, I'll just write that down. Start of Hotland. Uh, what if I house locate? It's like Undertale houses locations Roblox. Is there like a Roblox version of it? I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a. Left of this restaurant. All on locations. We're all on locations. Um. Hotland, MT's Resort. Spider Bike Sale. Core. Art Club Room. It says the house in Hotland, but that might be in the MTD Resort. Now that I think about it, because where else would it be? Excuse me. You wouldn't like close Chrome. So we'll check, Hotland. We'll just write Hotland down. Hotland genocide mode. Okay. Back to left floor 3. That's one I do not have marked off. It must be a house or something. It says a house in Hotland, but I don't know if that's right. We're gonna have to look it up. Again. Undertale. What does they call it? Mystery key. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. It said in Hotland, but it's wrong. So it says 2 houses, back where, Waterfall is. So, I guess we'll go back to the waterfall. I don't think you'll invite. This will be the last thing I'll do in the stream today. We'll go back to left floor 1, and we gotta go back to the waterfall now. It said in Hotland, but that's part of the waterfall area. So, I wouldn't have ever found that if I didn't look it up, though. I wouldn't have thought to go back there. Maybe I would have eventually. I don't know. Maybe thought, oh, maybe it goes there. But it's interesting you have to go to Hotland to get the key. And then you have to go all the way back to the waterfall. But this is going to be the last thing we're going to do in the episode today. And then we're going to end it off. I'll probably try and get back to Hotland off camera for you guys. So you guys don't have to watch me be back here. We'll just walk over there. And then next episode, we're going to have to find where we find all the enemies. Because I can't find anyone now. They're all kind of like gone. I think I'm kind of in trouble and I don't know what to do. And I don't remember exactly where the houses are. We're going to have to find them. This is weird coming back here. Because we were stuck here forever and I'm safe this spot. But we're not going to do that quite yet. Hello? Anyone around? I don't remember where those houses were. We're going a long ways back. Nope. The creepy music there. I do not like it. Is this where they were? Oh, it's like right over here. Okay. So we're close. It's locked. We have not saved, so if we don't have to walk back, so, hold on, go back, item, Oh! Okay, so now I have another spot in my inventory. Okay. What is this? Shirin's sister fell down recently. It's sad without her sister to speak for her. She's become more reclusive than ever. So I reached out to her and I told her that Blookie and I should all perform together sometime. Who's Blookie? Seemed to like the rest of the idea. Dear diary, I like to buy a new diary for every entry I make. Oh man, it's correct diaries. Oh, that would be ridiculous. Just use all the pages. Your diary. Our cousin left the farm to become training a dummy. At least just Blookie and I. You didn't put the dates though. I guess. Blookie asked me if it was going to try to become corporeal too. So up in the upper area where all the humans are, what year and what time period does this game take place in? They have cars and stuff, I'm assuming, because you've got Deltarune, which is its own game, but it sounds so resigned. Come on, Blookie. You know, I'd never leave you behind. Besides, I'd never find that kind of body I'm looking for anyway. Alright, I met someone interesting today. This week I posted an advertisement for my human fan club. Today was our first meeting. Only one other person came. Honestly, she's a dork and she's obsessed with these awful cartoons. But she's kind of funny too. I want to see her again. My dear, my diary collection is going fabulously. Fabulous. I have like 5 now. Gosh. Your diary, she surprised me with something today. Pictures of a body that she wants me to create for me. So this is Mettaton. Was Mettaton a female? Oh, I'm confused. I'm formed beyond my wildest fantasies. From like that, I could finally feel like myself. I'm so confused. After all, there's no way I can be a star the way I am now. Try to look at my dreams. Just wait. Can't wait for anyone. So this is wait. These diaries are in my way. You can't walk past the diaries and look out what else is in the room? Oh, I'm like past here now. I got a little stuck. Excuse me. Looks like you can't. You can't actually go in here. What happens if I enter and leave again? Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick save and I'm gonna end this episode here. I'm just gonna get back to Hotland off camera. I will see you guys next time. I'm thinking